made it. It's a miracle. I'm going to literally chug as much coffee as I can. Well, you're getting one. It's a miracle that I'm on live right now. That's how my day has been. Hi! Happy Tuesday. I'm going to do a little bit of makeup here. I'm waiting for some people to hop on. Hi! It's a miracle that I made it on live today. The world's against me, and when the going gets tough, just keep on pushing harder. That's how you succeed. I totally just was like, okay, I just can't do it. That's it. So we're just going to see what we can do in the next 20 to 30 minutes. And that's just all that I can say for that. I mean, because I tried so hard. And what happened was you guys know that my makeup station got destroyed. And I still haven't been able to fix it. I had everything laid out in the bathroom. And there are 2 bathrooms in this house. So I kind of claimed this one because it's the littler one and, you know, the one farthest away from the kids that's used the least. So I kind of claimed it to, like, fill my makeup with, and you know what I mean. Because the other bathroom was nicer. But Daddy came in here and took all my makeup and just, like, threw it in a bag. So the organization that I did have was gone, and apparently he did that last night. So I came up here and I was already running late, and then I had to spend like forever trying to find all my stuff. Ugh. If he ever touches my makeup again, something really bad's gonna happen. Cause I mean, like, I have like my go-to baskets, and then I can like pick add-ons. My go-to baskets were like dumped. Ugh. I called him and flipped out, so he had it. He feels bad. Anyway, trying so hard to chug this before we start. Hi. Oh, I hate that I can't see it. I have to get contacts because I just cannot see the small print well enough to read all of your names. And I could put my glasses on, but then the makeup, and I can see fine for my makeup. It's just small print on the phone. Like, I can read off of a piece of paper. It must be the lighting. Hi, 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 hi. So I'm going to try to do extremely fast cream contour and an extremely fast lipstick eye-ish with some highlight. It's almost gone. How fast can I do it? I need a drip, like a permanent caffeine drip. This is cold coffee. See, this is what I drink. Man, I wish they would sponsor me. I spend so much money on this stuff. Cold coffee. I love it. Mocha. Alright. Let's try to do this. So normally, I would use Vaseline to start with, which I think I'm going to use a tiny bit of. So I'm going to put a little bit of Vaseline on. But instead of using, well, I'll decide. I'm not sure if I'm going to use, normally I do Vaseline, then LA Colors. People always ask me how to get a flawless foundation finish, like without it being patchy. Normally I do Vaseline and then LA Colors. But I used this a while back. I really liked it. It's the milk hydrating oil. And I really liked it, but for some reason I just haven't grabbed it. So I thought I'd go ahead and use it again, just to see what we think of it, see what you think of it. See how well the makeup applies on top of it. So I like to go with Vaseline just to kind of clean up my face, one, and fill in my pores. I think it works great as a pore filler. Even like, you can use this with your face primers, because normally I do this and then LA Colors face primer. Out of all the other amazing face primers, I prefer LA Colors, but I have dry skin. not really dry skin, but enough that my makeup would be patchy if I didn't take the time to make sure I was good and moisturized. Okay, so Vaseline, check, and then I wipe off the excess. I would normally go all the way down my neck because of the contour, but I have this stupid necklace on, so, because I figure if you prime your face and you're going to contour and bring it down your neck, prime your neck. If you're going to bring it down your chest, prime your chest. So that it doesn't look weird, so it looks natural. So I'll just rub a little bit on here just in case. But I don't really plan on going all the way down there. I'm going to try to stop at my necklace. I'll probably have to take my necklace off or I'm going to get makeup all over it. I have to keep an eye on the time. Oh, trying to get a paper towel because that's what's in here. I'm just going to kind of like dab it off. I only used a little bit. Kind of push it down into my skin. Another bad lighting day because I like to work with natural light. But it's been so gloomy and nasty out. I'm just going to have to start bringing my lights out of my studio in so that you can see me better. Because like this whole side of my face is dark, you know? Just got to bring my lights in. Anyway, not today. Don't have time. Okay. Now, what should I do first? Let's go ahead and use the Milk Makeup. And then on the back it says hydrating oil. And it comes in a nice big case too. And a lid on top. Did I take it off? No, I didn't. So you have to wind it. And then there's this cap. And the first time I used it, I'm like, what's wrong with this thing? It doesn't work. It's clear so you can't see it. There's a little cap on top. And the first time I'm literally like, what? So you have to take the little cap off, and it's clear so you can't see it. And then you can see the kind of like jelly stuff. And it glides on so nice. The last time I used it, I accidentally got a little bit on my lips and in my mouth, and it didn't taste very good. So I like to cover my whole face, but try not to get it in your mouth because it tastes nasty. It's not like getting a little bit of Vaseline in your mouth. You know, it's no taste. It tastes like medicine or something like really gross, like Tylenol or I don't know, like eating chemicals. You know what I mean? Like it's just nasty. I'm going to try to cover my whole face. And I mean, you barely touch and it comes like a very good amount applies. It's almost like putting oil on your face. It's how it kind of feels. It feels really good. Like I don't want to stop doing it, but I'm going to have to. But it feels really good. And then I'm just going to try to rub it in a little bit. And if there's too much, I will then, again, dab the excess. Yeah, it is really oily, which for me is amazing. Maybe not for people with oily skin, but for me, yes. 100% yes, yes, yes. Trying really hard to, as much as I can, pull out my new, like, not my new stuff. I've had it for a while, but the stuff that I haven't shared with you guys. Because I'm normally rushed and I just don't think about it. Alright, so my face is still soaked. Probably applied too much. Or it might take, you know, a while to, no. There's just too much on it. It's kind of like lotion. But I don't think this is all going to soak in, even if I waited an hour. So I'm going to dab. Just gently dab, kind of push it into my skin. see how it feels and whether or not I think I need any more primer before I start. Try not to talk too much because I have a time limit. It's 1:40. I have to be out of this house. We have to be like leaving inside of the van at 2:15. Okay, so let me feel my skin now. Now my skin feels a little bit oily, but not too much that I think it'll mess up the makeup. The really cool thing about LA Colors Face Primer, if you haven't used it yet, I'm going to put a tiny bit on, is it feels like, first of all, it makes your skin feel like the most amazing LA Colors Face Primer. Get it at the dollar store. I mean, it makes your skin feel like, I can't even explain it. And it almost feels like when you're rubbing it, like that it's wet, because it's so smooth, but it's dry. It's like magic. I can't even explain it. I love it. I'm just going to add a little bit this on top and hope it kind of smooths it out a little bit. Like you will literally put your hand across and feel like it's wet, and then you feel your hand's completely dry. Like that's what the LA Colors does. Just makes your skin so soft and smooth. It's incredible. And I think it only costs like $3 or $4, you know? It's amazing. The face primer, I'm like a mad scientist when it comes to makeup. I'm always mixing different powders and different primers because you get better results. This is the first time I've used the LA Colors on top. Or wait, no. I think I may have done it one time before. I think. But yeah, it'll still work. You just gotta make sure that your face isn't too wet before you go in. You know, you gotta make sure it's dry before you start applying your makeup. And I'm gonna do contour first because that's my in a hurry trick. One of my mommy in a hurry tricks. So I'm just gonna dab it. And it's doing that thing where it feels like it's wet, but I can tell it's the oil. So I'm just going to dab the spots that feel a little bit wet, which isn't many. And I want it to be moisturized, but not wet. And the only reason it's a little bit wet is because of the oil. Well, the hydrating. Yeah, it's hydrating oil. That's what it is. But I think that the LA Colors Face Primer absolutely works. I like the way my face feels now a lot better than I did before I added it. Okay, so now let's see how this makeup applies. I'm going to use this contour kit because the NYX sticks give me trouble. I have a whole bunch of broken Wet n Wild sticks, and I haven't used this one in a live tutorial yet, but I'm upset because you know who misplaced all my brushes, and the only time I use these brushes are when I'm applying contour that's in a, you know, little palette like this. And you can tell I've used this a lot. This is the contour palette by Beauty Creations. It's a mess. Look at it. And I even cleaned it to try to clean it up before the tutorial, but it's just stained from highlight and contour. So, obviously, this one's my favorite. You can tell I've hit pan. And normally I would have a smaller one. I have a smaller one of these for my nose, but don't know where it is at the moment. So I'm going to use, and normally I have a smaller one of these for around my face. It's a little bit smaller. I have a real tiny one, and then the other one's, you know, smaller than this. It's a little bit too big, but it'll do the job. A little too big for my liking. but it will work. So then you just go in there. I'm going to start with the contour. Yeah, see, this is just, look how big that is. It fills up the whole pan. It's big, but that's fine. We're in a hurry. It'll apply quicker. Just go in to where you would normally put your contour. It's a little bit dark for my skin tone, but between the highlight and the foundation and the concealer, it works. So I guess this must be the middle color. I would assume light, middle, dark. That's what I would assume. Because you can see, like, the lightest highlight is, like, gone. The other ones are a little bit too dark for me. What I like about these brushes, and I'm using these palettes, is I can, you know, just rub it around real good, evenly, before I start. Because normally I'm a 100% beauty blender, because no matter how nice your brushes are, they leave streaks. But these brushes do good for, like, just outlining your contour and your highlight. And then you go in with your beauty blender to make it flawless. You know what I mean? Gotta get a spot here. Wouldn't it be so cool? And of course I drop it. And they fell out of the pan. Oh my gosh. Hold on, guys. Ha! It fell off of my sink. Now they're all out of order. So don't drop this because they all just fall out. I wish, wouldn't it be cool if they had a feature on Insta Live where, oh, and the mirror cracked too. It doesn't matter. This palette's about done for. But, that I could, like, put your comments on speaker. You know what I mean? Because it's so hard to, like, concentrate on my makeup and read all your comments. It would be so cool if I could, like, hear them. You know? While I'm doing my makeup. Like, we're just talking on the phone, you know? And if you wanted to, like, a feature where if you wanted to do an audio comment, you just click audio and type in your text. You know what I mean? Wouldn't that be cool? Because when it comes to live tutorials, it would be great because I want to answer questions if you have any questions about what I'm doing. I always try to go through and make sure, but I'm always in a hurry because I'm a mom. And once I go in with my foundation, it won't be as harsh. Just make sure you get that chin. Sometimes that right there is easy to miss because you can't see, like, right under there. And I go ahead and go up to my ear and just go lightly over, and then whenever I get my beauty blender out, I go over it again. And we got the hairline here. It's good. I think I got enough on my cheeks. And then for the nose, since it's here, I'll use this big brush. See, the one I use for contour is about just a tiny bit bigger than this. And it obviously needs cleaned. Oh, I forgot to do my nose. Oh, I am doing my nose. That's what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm going to try to do my nose with this one.